basketball on KJ Country 96.5. In tonight's state playoff matchup, West Central area takes on Goodhue. Today's game is brought to you by Olson Oil Card Express, Viking Cafe, Fergus Falls Apothecary, Lake Country Graphics, Lake Region Healthcare, Minnesota Motors, Nelson Auto Center, Otter Tail Power, Park Region, Quality Toyota, Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Lake Region Healthcare, Alley Oil, Star Bank, Naughty Pine, Farmers Co-op Oil, Runestone Telecom, Grant County Lumber, City of Elbow Lake Municipal Power, Wendell Pioneer Insurance, and Culligan of Elbow Lake and Fergus Falls. Now for the pregame, let's go to the announcer.
All right, welcome to Williams Arena. Nick Kuehl with you, 96.5 KJJK. It is the Minnesota State High School League Class A Girls State Championship. And the West Central Area Knights are in the championship. They came into the tournament as the 4th seed. They beat the 5 seed Cromwell Wright. And then yesterday, they defeated the number 1 overall tournament seed Goodhue and the defending state champs and the number 1 ranked team in the state, Goodhue Wildcats, by a score of 58-50. Welcome to the Otter Tail pregame show. Excited to be here at Williams Arena on the campus of the University of Minnesota, also known as the Barn. My first trip down to the state tournament to cover high school basketball, and I'm fortunate enough to find myself in the front row of a state championship game. The exciting thing for West Central, I've been talking with Jake Fosley, the AD, Becca Hullum, the coach, some of the fans. West Central area was a consolidation that happened in 1993. Kensington, Hoffman, Barrett, Elbow Lake, some of the surrounding smaller communities built the school there in Barrett, and they have never had a team state champion. Well, they've had runner-up in wrestling and volleyball team this year. A lot of these girls that are playing today actually got 3rd place. So they've made a couple of runs at it. Football in the early 20s as well, right around COVID, was in the state championship, but they've never got it done. So we'll talk a little bit about that tonight. The Knights come into the game with they're the 6A champs, a record of 26-6 now. And MACCRAY is who they play. MACCRAY was the 3A champs. They're winners of 12 games in a row. And by the way, I should mention enrollment. West Central Area Knights enrollment is listed at 250. And the enrollment in the high school for MACCRAY is 208. So fairly similar. What is MACCRAY made up of? Well, first of all, where are they? They're in between Wilmer and Granite Falls on Highway 23. And that high school is in Clara City. And the consolidation is Maynard, Clara City, and Raymond. And they were established in 1989, and some of their fans are saying that they've also never had a state champion team. So today, one of these two cities is going to claim their first team state championship. And, of course, all of our listeners here are hoping that is the West Central Area Knights. We're about 15 minutes away from the starting lineups here on the Otter Tail Power pregame show. So we're going to talk a little bit more about how we got here after we hear from our sponsors. You're listening to the state championship game for Class A girls on 96.5 KJJK.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls has a fantastic starting lineup with America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Nelson Auto can help you enjoy your time out on the road. Check out our starting lineup at Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Back at Williams Arena, Nick Kuehl with you, 96.5 KJJK. Covering the West Central Area Knights, found themselves in the girls' state Class A championship game. They're going to play the MACCRAY Wolverines here today. Let's talk about how we got here. First of all, MACCRAY, they're the 3A, Section 3A champions. They're 25-5. They're winners of 12 games in a row. They were the 7th seed coming into this tournament. And they defeated Hills Beaver Creek in the section final of 3A, 54-44. They beat number 2 Mayor Lutheran in the quarterfinal round of the state tournament, 55-51, an upset there. And then they upset yesterday number 3 Sleepy Eye St. Mary's by a score of 60-56. Their last appearance was in 2006. MACCRAY yesterday in their win held Sleepy Eye St. Mary's to 30% from the field, 29% from three-point land. They shot 37% themselves. Shot 38% from threes, and they were 16-24 at the line. They were led in scoring yesterday by Brielle Jansen, and she's over a 2,000-point scorer, over a 1,000-point rebounder. She wears number 1 for MACCRAY and headed to Mankato State. She's just a junior. Emma Tyne had 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Sam Holtzgren had 11.7 assists. Jansen, by the way, I don't know if I said it, she had 26 points, 18 rebounds, 6 assists yesterday. West Central Area was the 4th seed in the tournament. They defeated Cromwell Wright, the 5 seed in the first round, 61-54. Defeated the number 1 seed, Goodhue, yesterday, and defending champs 58-50. Held Goodhue yesterday to 31% shooting, 12.5% from three-point line. West Central Area shot 45% from the field, 33% from the three-point line, made 16-25 free throws, and out-rebounded Goodhue 42-37. Addison Staples had 12 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists. Jaden Steiba, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Madison Fagry, 5 points, 6 rebounds. Macy Gross had 10 points and 11 rebounds. 5'7" Macy Gross, 11 rebounds, 2 assists. And Maya Fosling had 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists to lead West Central Area. We come back, we're going to talk with head coach Becca Holland. You're listening to the state championship game on 96.5 KJJK.
Your number 1 West Central Area Knights fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Wendell Pioneer Insurance are a winning combination. They'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, farm, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. If you find your insurance confusing, frustrating, and at times overwhelming, it's time to talk with Wendell Pioneer Insurance. They will walk you through the insurance process to make it as effortless as possible. Visit Jeff, Mary, Chelsea, and Megan at Wendell Pioneer Insurance, your trusted choice.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls has a fantastic starting lineup with America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Nelson Auto can help you enjoy your time out on the road. Check out our starting lineup at Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls.
Back at Williams Arena, it's the state championship game on 96.5 KJJK. West Central Area Knights are taking on the MACCRAY Wolverines, and I was able to catch up with head coach Becca Holland of the West Central Area Knights girls basketball team this morning. Talked to her about the whirlwind it's been to get to the state tournament and finding herself in the state championship game. West Central girls basketball head coach Becca Holland joins us this morning for the pregame. Becca, you found yourself in the state championship game, your 3rd season as the head coach for the West Central Area Knights. You battled through a tough section. You beat the 5 seed Cromwell. You upset the number 1 seed in the tournament, number 1 ranked team in the state yesterday in Goodhue, 58-50. Has it sunk in that you're going to coach in a state championship game? You know, some coaches don't do it in their entire career.
Yeah, no, we were just talking about this morning. I said I feel like we should have 5 more games left. It feels like, it doesn't even feel like we're in March right now. It feels like we should just keep playing. I mean, the girls, they're not in that kind of draggy, like, is the season over yet mood, and they're excited and they want to play, and we want to keep playing more. And so I think that's been a huge contributing factor to how we've played down the stretch here. And I think with that win over Hancock in the subsection final really kind of set the ball in motion. And yeah, yesterday beating Goodhue, it was kind of the speech before the game was, we don't have anything to lose, so like, why not go out there and put everything on the floor? Why not upset the number 1 team? We can do it. And just going out with confidence, have fun, and really our defense won that game for us yesterday. I mean, you look at how many turnovers we had, you look at just how good of a team they really are, and then coming out in our defense playing like that, it was phenomenal.
Yeah, you mentioned it, 24 turnovers, right? And that was one of the keys to the game that you and I talked about off radio and on radio. And my personal feeling was like, I think you got to have 12 or less to have a shot, right? And you started the game well, very impressive start. You jumped up 9-2 in in a venue very unfamiliar to the girls. You got up 9-2, took care of the ball, and then you mentioned it defensively. You won the game, right? You held them to 37% shooting from the field. You guys shot 45%. You out-rebounded them 42-37. You made 16 free throws. They only made 8.
That's huge.
And then you made 4 threes. They only made 2. So outstanding defensive effort, and really just did what you guys do, right? And you kind of talked about, we're just going to focus on what we do well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. That's, like I said, we've talked about it all season, that defense is going to win a game for us. Doing those small things defensively, working together defensively is what creates our offense, and it does every game. And it's not something that we like to slouch at. It's not something that, we know when our defense starts to fall apart, we start to not communicate. We saw it even in the Cromwell game. Our game plan was to switch 5, and then we started to stop switching, and it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Then we just started to fall apart, and obviously we still won that game and came together. But yesterday, when they buy in, and they are one of the best defenses we've seen here. And yeah, these kids, it's a special group. It's not necessarily anything that I'm doing or that my other coaches are doing that's like changing how these girls play. It's just they played together for years and years and years, and they want it. They want it this year, and they have the talent to do so. In the Goodhue game, having 4 of my 5 starters in double digits, I mean, and who do you take away?
Right, and that's been a key, right? I mean, you don't have, Maya leads, you're scoring, I think, at 14 a game. You have 3 in double digits, and so just good balance. That's tough for the other teams to game plan and try to take away. Okay, going to switch gears. Going to do a little rapid fire, a little bit about Becca Holland, okay? You grew up in Donnelly, Minnesota.
Yep. What's
the population of Donnelly?
It's probably about 254, somewhere around there.
Close. 217. And so unless they're growing.
No.
What was Donnelly, the city of Donnelly, called before it was Donnelly?
Oh, boy. That I don't know.
It was called Douglas. It was changed in 1876, named after a congressman. What's the most points that you scored in a college game? You played at Minnesota Morris.
Probably 10.
11.
not that many.
February 2nd.
That wasn't my role, really.
February 2nd of 2019 against Bethany.
Okay.
You scored 11 points. Becca played 4 years of college basketball for the Cougars in Morris. And then which team at West Central area last won a state championship? Which team?
Oh, boy.
I'm not going to make you agonize this.
I don't know.
It's never happened.
Oh, okay.
So you have a chance, no pressure.
Right.
But you have a chance to be the first true team state champion in West Central area history. And they've been around since the early 1990s. I think 93 or 94 West Central consolidation happened. So, okay, good job on that. Lastly, what do you know about MACCRAY? And you don't have any time to prepare, right? So maybe you get to watch a little film. Maybe you just talk about their personnel. From what I see, they like to play a 2-3 zone, right? And I don't know if I saw them play man maybe a little bit in the last couple days. So defensively, you're going to see a 2-3 zone. Are you comfortable? Is your team comfortable against that?
Yeah, I think so. I think the hard thing is we've gotten so used to some fairly tough man-to-man defenses where we know people are going to be up in our grill, and what are our options off of that to now seeing a 2-3, which we haven't seen in weeks. And so we practiced that a little bit this morning, just looking at our options there. The nice thing for my shooters, like I'm excited to see if Maya Fausline goes off today. She has some more room to shoot. Someone's not going to be necessarily right on her. And even Macy or seeing even Addison being able to get some dump-ins down low today. But yeah, we talked about not settling for threes today. If you're open, shoot it. But we can get stagnant too in a 2-3, knowing that we're a little bit comfortable with not as much pressure. So that's a little bit scary on that end, just seeing something we haven't seen in so long. But something that we can definitely handle, and so kind of exciting to see offensively how we play with that. I know number 1 for them is their go-to. She has 25 points per game or something like that. And number 3 plays very, very well off of number 1. So we're going to hone in and still do what we do, just like we did last game, and switching 5, talking through all that kind of stuff, but just knowing number 1's their go-to girl and trying to limit her as much as we can. But again, like we talked before the Goodhue game, it's kind of taking everyone else out of the game. If she scores her 25 points, then she does that, and not giving them second chance baskets, pushing the floor, rebounding, all those little things are really going to be, again, key today.
Well, you got to have eyes on her, right? I mean, so who we're talking about here is Brielle Jansen. Mm-hmm. And she's the only player in MACCRAY's history, boys or girls, that has over 2,000 points and over 1,000 rebounds, and she's a junior.
Yeah.
So very talented, and you notice, I'm sure, watching the game, when they got to 12 seconds or less on the shot clock, they got it to her at the point and let her go to work against a man-to-man, right? So you're going to have all eyes on her when that happens and make sure that she doesn't get to the paint, and hopefully she doesn't knock down a bunch of deep threes. Lastly, is everyone healthy today?
As of right now, yeah.
Okay.
We're checking on Nora today. She hit her head pretty hard yesterday, so making sure she's good to go. Jaden looks good with her eye, and so one last game here.
So then the other factor, from a crowd standpoint, you had nice following the last couple days. Quite a few people up at the boys' game last night. Did you hear? Did a bunch of people come flooding down here from Concordia to try to beat the weather?
I heard quite a few did come last night. I think some are trying to come this morning. But yeah, I hear it's bad there. Lots of ice, snow, wind. So we'll see what our ride home looks like. Well,
congratulations, and win or lose, obviously we're hoping for a state championship today. It'd be the first in the history of West Central area, but outstanding season, a lot to be super proud about. And then, lastly, I'm sorry, you come in here and you're like, holy cow, here we are in the state championship. It feels like you just arrived, probably, for you. Mm-hmm. And then how do you, as a coach and then with your players, get them to understand that, man, you got to enjoy the experience, but this is a game they're going to think about probably the rest of their life, right?
Yeah.
Every time the state tournament rolls around, hey, we did that. We won that. And if you lose, because trust me, I was on the other side of that, lost in a state championship game in 1991, you'd think every time I walk in this building or a state tournament, you'd think about it. So how do you get the girls to enjoy the experience, but then realize it's not too big for you? This can happen.
Right. I think overcoming that game yesterday when clearly we were the underdog, going into a team that's been state ranked year after year and has won that thing multiple times. After we got that win and even being up by a 10-point lead, a majority of the game, 10, 8, 6, I mean, knowing that it is possible, but trying to keep them focused on, even when we got to the end of the Goodhue game, they're celebrating, they're excited, and it's like, there's time left here. They're a good team. They know how to play in these situations. So trying to keep them also focused in on, you have to win this first, right? You have to come out focused and play hard and do what you do, and then we can celebrate and take it all in. But yeah, there hasn't been a ton of time. People keep telling me, take it in, and it's just like, we gotta get ready for the next one. We gotta get ready to go for the next one, and I feel like, we have hardly been here, even though we've been here for a whole week. So it's the balance of soaking it in, but also, we're here to win the whole thing right now, and we have to be focused and do what we do best today.
And you don't know if you'll ever get the chance again.
Right, exactly.
And you're young. So, well, congratulations to you and your team. Best of luck today in the state championship game.
Thank you.
All right, that was head coach Becca Holland, her third season as the West Central Area Girls head coach. We're getting set here at Williams Arena for the starting lineups, and of course for today they're going to do starting lineups. They're also going to do national anthems, so everybody will get announced. So we're a few minutes yet away from game time. Just want to mention our sponsors here. This is the Otter Tail Power pregame show. Tonight's keys to the game are brought to you by Viking Cafe and Fergus Apothecary in downtown Fergus Falls. And as you heard from the interview there, Becca, they want to do what they do best, and different girls contribute every night. So balance is one of the keys, and then don't settle for three-pointers against the zone. Make sure that they make the defense work. You're listening to the Otter Tail Power pregame show. When we come back, we will check the Nelson Auto Center starting lineups, and then Ugstead Plumbing and Heating will have our time, game, and temp. And we'll be underway with the State Class A Girls Championship game. You're listening to West Central Area Girls Basketball, the state championship game for Class A on 96.5 KJJK.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls. The Knights are making big moves on the court. Are you making big moves with your money? Eagle Bank is here to help you drive towards success. Checking, savings, loans, no matter your play, they've got the assist. Need a home loan, a business boost, or just a solid game plan? Eagle Bank will help you stay ahead of the competition. Cheering on the West Central Area Knights, Eagle Bank in Elbow Lake, where your finances are always above the rim. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
West Central, it's game time. The West Central Area Knights are hitting the court, and the Knotty Pine is your go-to spot for food and fun. Fuel up before the game with their mouth-watering burgers, appetizers, and ice-cold drinks. Or stop by Sunday for their legendary lunch buffet. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just in it for the fun, they've got the perfect seat for you.
The Knotty Pine in Elbow Lake, where good food, great friends, and West Central fans come together. Go Knights!
Your projects are experts, job well done. Grant County Lumber and Hardware.
From decks to houses to post frame and everything in between, Grant County Lumber can help you with your building projects. Stop in and check out their full line of hardware and Milwaukee tools, plus an expanded sporting goods inventory, including firearms and ammunition.
Your projects are experts, job well done. Grant County Lumber and Hardware.
Oh, hey there, folks. You know, Farmers Co-op Oil in Elbow Lake's got your back come game day, don't you know? Oh, yeah. Before you head out to them big away games, swing by their friendly C-store and fill her up on gas and goodies. With Amore Pork in the cooler and Abby's Bakery on the shelves. They got snacks tastier than Snickers salad at the church potluck. And that's really saying something. Now let's hit the road and cheer on the Knights. Oh, yeah, you betcha.
Farmers Co-op Oil in Elbow Lake. Grab your snacks and get some gas. Oh, and hey, watch out for deer.
Our student athletes give it their all, and Lake Region Healthcare is here to keep them and you in the game in Fergus Falls and 8 regional community clinics, and at your fingertips through MyChart or online at lrhc.org.
Elbow Lake Municipal Power is excited for fall sports. There's nothing better than enjoying the cool fall air while cheering on the West Central Area Knights under Friday night lights. Sitting out on the cold bleachers all night reminds us it's time to start thinking about adjusting the thermostat in our homes. Be sure you're scheduling regular maintenance and cleaning out air filters monthly to help your system run more efficiently and to keep your monthly electric bill down. This energy-saving tip is brought to you by Elbow Lake Municipal Power, providing efficient, reliable power to the community.
These days, you don't need to live down the street from your bank in order to handle your business or personal finances. It's great if you do, but with ATMs, online banking, bill pay, and mobile apps, banking is always at your fingertips. So whether you're 20 minutes or 6 hours away, Minnesota's own Star Bank combines small-town banking with big city services. Good luck to all area teams in the playoffs from Star Bank, the bank that cares. Online at star.bank. Member FDIC.
All right, welcome back to Williams Arena. Nick Kuehl with you here, KJJK. It's the State Class A Championship game, and it's time now to introduce the starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center, College Way in Fergus Falls. First for the MACCRAY Wolverines, 26-5, coached by Sean Condon. His 8 years coaching, 109.90 is his record. They will start a 5'7" senior number 0, Ella Hultgren. 6' junior Brielle Jansen wearing number 1. She scores 27 a game. 5'8" sophomore Sam Hultgren wears number 2. 6' junior Emma Tyne scores 60 and wears number 3. And a 5'7" senior Callie Janish wears number 20. MACCRAY's wearing blue today. For West Central, 5'11" senior Addison Staples, number 0. 5'8" senior Jaden Steiba, number 1. 5'7" senior Macy Gross, number 2. 5'9" junior Madison Fagry, number 4, and 5'10" senior Maya Fosline wearing number 5. West Central wearing white, MACCRAY wearing blue uniforms with green numbers. And the tip is underway. And our Ugstead time and temp, it's 19 degrees in Fergus, 37 in Minneapolis, and it's 12:08. And the first shot by MACCRAY is missed, and there's going to be a rebound there by Stuyba. And West Central will have their first appearance. Thank you for joining the Otter Tail pregame show, Otter Tail Power pregame show. Championship game live from Williams Arena. Here's a three-pointer by Madison Fagry that's going to be no good, and it's going to be rebounded there by Ella Hultgren for MACCRAY Wolverines. So both teams with a possession, no score on the Park Region scoreboard. 45 seconds into the game. Here comes Jansen. She goes inside, and she's going to turn it over, and going coast to coast is Jaden Stuyba. Stuyba gets the first 2 points for West Central area. They have the first lead of the ball game 1 minute in. Nice crowd on hand here at Williams Arena. Probably missing a few people from the West Central area due to the blizzard up there. Nonetheless, a pretty good crowd for WCA. Here's a lob pass inside for Tyne, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds there by Stuyba. Notice the difference in temperature. When I got up this morning in Minneapolis, it was still 54 degrees. It's dropped to 37 now, but 19 in Fergus. I understand it's not very nice there, according to Craig Olson. Slippery and cold in Fergus Falls and West Central Barrett area, Elbow Lake. Here's a drive by Jansen. It's going to be blocked over there, and it's going to be picked up by the Knights. In transition now is Fosling to the right wing. Back to the top of the key for Gross. Over to Fagry on the left wing. Back to the top for Gross. Fosling's going to look inside to Staples. Staples going to kick to the corner for Fosling. 2-3 zone for MACCRAY. First shot for Fosling is no good. It's going to be rebounded by Jansen. She's going to kick the pass out for Hultgren. Hultgren gets it down inside and gets the kick out back out. Her three-pointer's up, no good. Couple of Wolverines there to rebound, but they're going to go out of bounds. Number 2, Sam Hultgren, stepped out of bounds with the rebound there, so it's going to go back over to West Central area. West Central jumped up on Goodhue yesterday 9-2 and kind of set the tone for that upset yesterday. We'll see if they can do the same here today, although they are favored according to the rankings of the state tournament. West Central area is 4 ranked and MACCRAY is number 7. Addison Staples gets a loose ball inside, goes up and scores for West Central. And the Knights lead 4-0 here on the Park Region scoreboard. 15:30 to go in the first half, the state championship game from Williams Arena. Here's Brielle Jensen, and she drives to the lane, which she's going to do a lot of tonight. They like to spread the floor for her. And she goes in, and she's going to get fouled on the shot. And it's going to be on Staples. That's going to be her first. It's a first team foul for West Central area. So Brielle Jansen, I understand, is a Mankato State or MSU Mankato commit. She's a junior, has over 2,000 points and 1,000 rebounds already in her career. Her first free throw is up and good, and she gets MACCRAY on the board for the first time tonight. And her second free throw is also good. She's a 6-footer. She handles the point guard for the Wolverines. And very impressive in yesterday's game as well. She had 26 points, 18 rebounds, and 6 assists in their win over Sleepy Eye St. Mary's. Here's a drive on the baseline for Fosling, and she dumps it down in the lane line for Staples. And Addison Staples off to a good start. There's an assist by Maya Fosling. And West Central leads 6-2 at the 15-minute mark on the Park Region scoreboard. MACCRAY now with the ball. Top of the key is Jansen. She's going to dribble behind her back. She's guarded by Gross. She's going to stop and pop from about 16 and shoot an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. Ball goes over to the Knights. Knights are wearing their away white jerseys with the black numbers and letters today. MACCRAY is wearing blue, and they have some white shading on the side, and their numbers are green, and they have MACCRAY outlined in white and a little bit of green on their shorts. They're wearing the home blue uniforms. Skip pass now from Fagry to Fosling. She looks inside for Stuyba, but it's knocked out of bounds by MACCRAY's number 3, Emma Tyne. Emma Tyne, also a 6-foot junior, and she averages 16 points a game for the Wolverines. You remember in the pregame talk, Becca Holland said that 1 and 3 play off each other. Well, that's Jansen and Tyne, the two 6-foot juniors. Here's a pass from Faggry to the right side. Gross is going to attack. She looks to dump inside for Steiba. Steiba looks to dump to Staples. Staples kicks out. A three-pointer on the way for Fossling's no good. But Gross gets the rebound, dumps it inside for Steiba, and it's going to be a foul on Jansen. Brielle Jansen gets her first foul of the game. First foul against MACCRAY. And Steiba is going to go to the free throw line. Three-point shot there was rebounded by Macy Gross. And Macy, 5'7" senior, she had 11 rebounds yesterday in that game. She plays point guard for the most part for West Central area, but very active on the offensive end of rebounding. Couple of subs into the game for the first time tonight. West Central area getting after it right away, not even 4 minutes into the game. Sydney Hundley is in for West Central area, and also Nora Anderson. And those two have played big roles in this run for West Central area. Steiba misses both of the free throws. Not a great start at the line for West Central, but they do lead 6-2, 14:05 to go on the Park Region scoreboard. Man-to-man defense for West Central area, and that's what they do. And here's a long three by Jansen. She's going to miss it, but the long rebound comes out and is going to be chased down by Sam Hultgren. She gets it to Jansen. Jansen gets it for Tyne. And Tyne scores 2 points. Emma Tyne for MACCRAY. And it's 6-4 West Central area. Nora Anderson brings it up against the the half-court 2-3. They're really sagging here. It looks like they're going to kind of let West Central shoot and not let them take advantage of their size. So three-point shooting is going to be a key here. We'll see what happens with MACCRAY. And now we're going to have a foul out front. I believe it's going to be on number 2, Sam Hultgren. And it is. It's going to be the second team foul on MACCRAY. Substitution in now for MACCRAY, and that's number 5, and Nora Hultgren. She's a 5'10" junior. So they have some size. They certainly can match up with West Central area. Two very like teams here in the state championship game. Cross-court pass from Fosling to Huntley. Huntley over to Nora Anderson. She's going to drive left baseline. She gets double-teamed. She's going to reverse it and kick it out for Faggry. Faggry gets it over to Fosling from 3 on the right side, and it's missed, and it's going to be rebounded by Sam Hultgren. Second rebound for Hultgren. Quick pass up, and now here's a steal by Steiba. Turnover number 2 for MACCRAY. And they're trying to transition here on offense. West Central doing a good job of getting back so far. Here's a pass into the paint for Huntley. She turns around, kicks it back out for Fosling. Fosling going to attack. She gets to 2 feet. She's inside, and we got a 3-second call here on Sydney Hundley. She got in the lane and reversed it out to Fosling. She never got out of there. So it's going to be a turnover for West Central area. WCA leads 6-4 here, early going state championship game, Class A state tournament. Here's a pick and roll and a pass for Emma Tyne, and she had a lot of contact there with Steiba. I thought she might have traveled. Steiba went to the ground. She ends up getting it back, and now a foul's going to be called against West Central, and I think that foul, Madison Faggry on that foul? It is. Madison's first. There's a second team foul. That first free throw by Emma Tyne is missed, so it remains 6-4. A couple more substitutions for West Central area. Gross comes back into the game, and I can't see here. Staples back into the game for West Central. And the second free throw is also short and missed, and then it's going to be tipped by a couple players. And it went off of Fosling. And he's correct. That free throw was way short there by Tyne. And came off the rim really hard because it was short. Got tipped by MACCRAY. Then it got tipped by Fosling, then by MACCRAY, and then it ended up going off of Fosling's foot out of bounds. So another opportunity here for MACCRAY to tie or take the lead. Man-to-man defense. Faggry out extending Jansen. She's going to get the pick and roll, and she gets it off to Emma Tyne. And Tyne misses the 2 free throws, but she converts here with the second opportunity, and we're tied at 6-6. Gross takes the ball down the right lane line, gets caught at the 2 feet, turns and kicks it out. And now it's the opposite side for Staples. Her cross-court pass Hopkins up Fosley, and then she hits Gross in the corner. She shoots a three, and Staples gets the rebound. And now Staples has it in the corner, and she hits a three. Addison Staples off to a hot start for the Knights. And she hits the three. She's got 7 of their 9. And the Knights lead 9-6 on the Park Region scoreboard. 11:42 to go. First half state championship game. Williams Arena, University of Minnesota. Here's Brielle Jensen with a long three. She misses, but it's going to be rebounded by Tyne. And then Tyne's going to get hit there. And I think it was Staples. And it is. And that is not good news for West Central area. Addison Staples has 7 points, but she has 2 fouls in the first 6.5 minutes of this contest. Tyne is going to go to the line, and she missed her first 2, but she hits this one, and she has her 5th point of the ball game. So Staples is going to sit down for a minute. Steiba, who just checked out of the game, is going to come back in. Obviously, that's going to hurt West Central. Staples is our second leading scorer, averages 13 points. Second free throw by Tyne is also good. And the score on the Park Region scoreboard, West Central area 9, MACCRAY 8, 11:35 to go. We have our first timeout on the floor. We're going to take it with them. This timeout is sponsored by Lake Region Healthcare. You're listening to the state championship game in West Central area girls basketball on 96.5. KJJK.
Keep your operation running smoothly with Haley Oil Company. Whether it's propane or diesel fuel for your fleet, we've got you covered. Our bulk fuel delivery ensures you never miss a beat, while our full-service shop keeps your equipment in top shape. Trust the experts at Haley Oil Company to fuel your success. Visit us today and experience the difference. Haley Oil congratulates the West Central area basketball teams on an outstanding season and best of luck in postseason play.
The great thing about living in small towns is living life at a slower pace. But just because life is at a slow pace doesn't mean your internet needs to be slow. Runestone Telecom understands that even in rural Minnesota, we need high-speed internet for just about everything. Experience seamless streaming, lightning-fast downloads, and buffer-free video calls. Let Runestone bring the world to you. For high-speed internet right at your fingertips, give Runestone Telecom in Hoffman a call today.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls has a fantastic starting lineup with America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Nelson Auto can help you enjoy your time out on the road. Check out our starting lineup at Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls.
Welcome back to Williams Arena. It's the state Class A girls championship game. West Central area leads MACCRAY 9-8. What else is going on in Layton Media? You know, the basketball season's finally winding down, but it is far from over for Layton Media's part of the world, at least. Happening today at 1 o'clock and probably a pregame about 12:50 on 977. Jason Retzloff is out in Herkimer, New York. And the Spartans lost by 2 points on a last-second shot in the National Junior College National Tournament in the semifinal game. They lost 92-90 last night. So they're going to play for third place against Dallas Richmond at 1 p.m. on 977. Here we go. Full court pressure now from MACCRAY, and it's going to be a turnover and a basket right away for Jansen. Looks like full court man-to-man or maybe a 1-2-2 triangle press here. This time they get it in. Jansen scores her third point of the ball game, and it's going to be the second turnover for West Central. They beat the pressure this time, and Fagry has it at the right wing to the top for Anderson. Back to the right side for Fosling. Cross-court pass for Gross. And they've switched their defense here a little bit also. Looks like maybe a 3-2 zone now. Here's Fosling for 3 from deep, and she's going to miss, and it's going to be rebounded by Hultgren. Hultgren gets a rebound, and she kind of gets in trouble. So the MACCRAY head coach, Sean Condon, calls timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. So we're going to stay here and talk about what's going on. The first lead of the game for MACCRAY comes at the 11:20 mark of the first half. Otherwise, West Central had the lead or had been tied to that point. Okay, so Jason Retzloff out in New York today covering the M-State Spartans and Dallas Richmond, third place game of the national tournament, 1 p.m. on 977. What else is happening this week? Still working on the schedule, but we do know that Henning advanced to the state tournament. They're the 6A champions last night. They won 72-51 over West Central area. So Henning will play Thursday, time and place to be determined, and that'll be on 96.5 KJJK. And then the Pelican boys advanced last night. Pelican Rapids boys win Section 8 AA over Barnesville 59-56. They will play Tuesday, actually, a rare Tuesday start to the state tournament. And that time and place is yet to be determined based on the seedings today or tomorrow. Tomorrow, I believe, that game will be on 103.3. MACCRAY with the basketball now in the front court. And here's a turnover. Tyne went into the lane, and it was ripped away by Steiba. So turnover number 3 for the Wolverines, and here comes West Central area. Gross at the top of the key, hands off to Fagry. Fagry to the corner now, and Izzy Pekulski into the game for the first time. She goes baseline. She's going to do a reverse layup, and she misses it. It's rebounded by Tyne, and MACCRAY with the basketball. Nice aggressive move there by Pekulski. She's unable to get the reverse layup to go. And now here's Jansen right down the middle of the lane, and nobody stops her. Got a little screen and went right down the lane hard. And now a 3-point lead for MACCRAY. 12-9. And this extended zone is causing some problems. Here's Fosling from deep. She misses it. Rebounded by Gross. And she stands there. Nobody comes to get her, so she does a flat-footed set shot. And Macy Gross gets her first 2 points of the game and rebound number 2. And they needed that basket. The Knights got a little stagnant on offense here with the changes of defense. Here's a pass inside for Tyne. Right in front of her is Pekulski, and we are going to have a jump ball. Ball was loose, and I think it was Gross and Tyne kind of trying to figure out who could get that rebound. The official cleaned it up with a quick whistle on a jump ball, and the alternating possession arrow is going to go over to the Knights. 9:30 to go on the Park Region scoreboard. MACCRAY leads West Central area 12-11 in the state championship game. Here's a pass now to left wing for Gross. Gross is going to slide inside, has nowhere to go, and flips it up from 8 feet. And Macy Gross has got the last 4 points for the Knights, and the Knights retake the lead now 13-12. That is our second lead change of the ball game. Pass to the top of the key now for Tyne. Tyne goes to the left side for Jansen. Jansen has the ball in her hand about 60%, maybe more like 75% of their offensive possession. She's trying to lift for some. Here's a pick and roll for Tyne, and Fosling comes over and rejects it. Maya Fosling, 5 blocks in their quarterfinal game. Had a big block yesterday, now has one today. Into the corner is Pekulski, and she is going to get fouled. Looks like she got hit in the face there. She's kind of was grabbing her face with her left hand. I think that foul is on Sam Hultgren. That's going to be her second from MACCRAY. So Addison Staples on the bench for West Central area with 2 fouls early. And Sam Hultgren now has 2 fouls for MACCRAY. So she's going to have to be careful. She stays into the game. Madison Fagry now with the ball out near the Big M logo here at Williams Arena. Bosley now with it at the top of the key. Right side for Gross. Gross flips it to the left wing for Bosley. And Bosley's Rainbow 3 is no good. And now we're going to have a push underneath. As Madison Fagry was going after the rebound, she got pushed out of bounds. The official was right there and called it. And that's Addison Wolf, a 5'4" sophomore into the game for the first time. And she picks up her first foul. Yesterday, MACCRAY did not play a lot of players. Addison Staples comes back in now with the 2 fouls, so she's going to have to be super careful. And that's a concern because she's usually in the paint. And Jansen is usually coming down the paint with the basketball. Here's the inbounds, and Fosling takes a little jumper from 10 feet, and she misses. It's going to be flipped out, and Macy Gross is going to end up with the loose ball. Jansen threw it. She was saving it from out of bounds. Gross came underneath a Tyne. She ripped it away from her, and then the foul is going to be called on Tyne. Tyne gets her first foul, and that is the 5th team foul on MACCRAY. Madison Fagry is going to get a break now. The game for her is Nora Anderson. Bosley with the ball to the left wing for Anderson, to the right wing for Gross. Right corner, Foslin kicks it back out. Really extending now. They're going with a 3-2 zone and trying to put a lot of pressure around the perimeter here. West Central area trying to find some open spots. Here's a pass to the free throw line for Staples, and they really need to get in the middle. Steiba gets a little post-up move. Jansen comes over to help. Steiba having trouble getting the ball. She finally gets it out to the corner for Anderson. Anderson's going to cross-court it for Gross. Gross picks up her dribble, and she throws it cross-court. It's going to be picked off by Jansen. Jansen's going to go coast to coast, and she missed the left-hand layup. It's going to be rebounded by Gross. Gross flips it down to the other end, and Steiba can't make it, but Staples follows it up. Staples gets the offensive rebound, and Addison Staples has 9 points, and it's a 3-point lead for West Central area. Jansen went coast to coast, but missed the left-handed layup, and Macy Gross transition pass quickly, and they get the basket. Here's a steal now by Gross. 5 turnovers for MACCRAY. Into the front court now comes Macy. Macy to the left wing for Foslin. Kind of a junk defense here for MACCRAY, really running and jumping when the ball gets to the wings. Here's a pass from inside out from Staples to Anderson. Anderson goes down the lane and lays it in. Nora Anderson, what a move by Nora. She's not scared, man. She comes into the game and just goes after it. She's got a high motor, lots of energy, and she goes in and gets the basket, and now it's a 5-point lead for West Central area. Jansen now goes down the left lane line. She loses it. It's official says it's tipped out of bounds by Anderson, so MACCRAY will keep it. Fast action here in the first half of the state championship game. West Central area, Knights lead 17-12 over the MACCRAY Wolverines. Inbounds pass now from Janish. Gets it to the top for Jansen. Jansen about 30 feet out. Nora Anderson in her face. Here's a pass to the corner for Ella Hultgren. Back to the top for Jansen. Jansen's going to shoot from 30 feet, and she makes it. Holy cow. Jansen from 30 feet, literally, maybe more. She drills the three-pointer. Now I think we have a delay of game on MACCRAY. One of the girls must have tapped the ball out of bounds, so the official goes over and reports the delay of game warning against MACCRAY. If that should happen again, it would result in a technical. Rarely happens. 17-15 on the Park Region scoreboard. 6:07 to go, first half of the state championship game. Macy Gross with a cross-court pass from right to left to Anderson. Right back to Gross on the skip pass. Staples posts up, kicks it out for Foslin. Foslin's had some trouble finding the range so far. She's had a lot of good looks. If she gets hot, it's going to be tough. This one looks good. High Rainbow is in and out. Anderson's there to help rebound. Steiba goes to the ground. She gets it off for Gross. Gross steps on the line, and it's going to be a turnover. Good hustle there by Steiba. I don't think she got pushed. She went to the ground. I think she just lost her balance. Gross came over to grab it, but the official ruled that she was on the baseline. So it's going to be a rebound for Steiba and a turnover for Gross. It's a fourth turnover for West Central area. There's a timeout on the floor, so we're going to take it with them. Lake Region Healthcare is going to sponsor this timeout. You're listening to the state championship game, West Central area girls basketball, 96.5 KJJK.
The Knights are making big moves on the court. Are you making big moves with your money? Eagle Bank is here to help you drive towards success. Checking, savings, loans, no matter your play, they've got the assist. Need a home loan, a business boost, or just a solid game plan? Eagle Bank will help you stay ahead of the competition. Cheering on the West Central area Knights, Eagle Bank in Elbow Lake, where your finances are always above the rim. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ogstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ogstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Our student athletes give it their all, and Lake Region Healthcare is here to keep them and you in the game in Fergus Falls and 8 regional community clinics, and at your fingertips through MyChart, or online at lrhc.org.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Keep your operation running smoothly with Haley Oil Company. Whether it's propane or diesel fuel for your fleet, we've got you covered. Our bulk fuel delivery ensures you never miss a beat, while our full-service shop keeps your equipment in top shape. Trust the experts at Haley Oil Company to fuel your success. Visit us today and experience the difference. Haley Oil congratulates the West Central area basketball teams on an outstanding season and best of luck in postseason play.
Welcome back to Williams Arena. Nick Kuehl with you, 96.5 KJJK. Reminder, coming up at halftime, it's the Minnesota Motor Halftime Show. Minnesota Motor Company Service Department is conveniently open Saturdays from 8 to 1. That's Minnesota Motor, Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls. Jansen goes to the lane for MACCRAY. A little contact, no call, and then a three-point shot is missed in the corner by Hultgren. And it's rebounded by West Central Area's Steiba. And West Central Knights are on the attack. Agri to the top to Gross. To the elbow there for Staples, and Staples is going to turn it over. Turnover number 5 for WCA. Brielle Jansen is in transition. She's cut off nicely there by Fagry. Gets it over to the corner for Hultgren. Inside now for Jansen. She dumps it off to number 3, Emma Tyne. Boy, Jansen touches the ball a lot. They run everything through her on the offensive end. She does have over 2,000 points and 1,000 rebounds. West Central Area trying to work a high-low offense here against this 3-2 zone. Here's a pass in for Steiba. She puts her head down, gives it up for Staples. And Staples gets the basket. 11 points now for Addison Staples. There's an assist for Jaden Steiba. And they're working the high-low. The two post players looking for each other on the inside. Brielle Jansen gets a ball screen here. She's going to shoot from 12. She shoots an air ball. It's going to be rebounded by Staples. Staples again playing with those 2 fouls. Head coach Becca Holland gambling that she doesn't get her third, which would be really big here. 3-2 zone extended. Here's Macy Gross for 3 from the left wing, and she drills it. Bosling gets the assist. And Macy Gross gets 5, 6, and 7 points. And WCA leads 22-17 on the Park Region scoreboard. Just under 4 minutes to go. State championship game, Williams Arena, University of Minnesota. We're in the barn here today. Good pressure by Macy Gross. She chases Jansen all the way to the midline. 1 and 3, number 3, Emma Tyne does nothing but set ball screens way out anywhere on the floor. She's setting a ball screen for Jansen, and then they just let Jansen attack. Here's another one now. Jansen's going to go down the lane, and man, they're going to call it. Addison came over, and she put the hip into Jansen, and that's going to be 3. And she was in fine shape. She just kind of threw her hip to the left, and that's a huge foul on the Knights. So now, the rest of the game, she's going to have to be worried. So the gamble doesn't really pay off, although Staples just scored a bucket. She's going to have to come out of the game for the rest of this half for sure. Jansen goes to the line, and she misses her first free throw. So Staples is out. And we'll see what the Knights get from their bench here. 5'8" junior Izzy Pekulski. Pekulski into the ballgame for the second time. She's going now on the attack down the right sideline. She picks up her dribble, gets it off to Fagry as they beat the pressure. 22-18 on the Park Region scoreboard. Jansen made that second free throw, by the way, and now has 10 points. And a loose ball foul is going to be called on Sam Hultgren. So that's her third as well. So each team has one of their starters on the bench in foul trouble. That is a 16 foul against MACCRAY. So over 3 minutes to go, West Central Area is going to have a chance to go to the free throw line more than likely a couple times here in the last couple of minutes. Pekulski picks up her dribble, and she throws a pass inside, and it's going to be a turnover. Jansen is going the whole way, and it's knocked away from behind by Izzy Pekulski. She was trailing the play, and it looked like Jansen was going to get to the basket. Pekulski, who turned it over, ran back and hustled and knocked it out of bounds. 31 seconds on the shot clock for MACCRAY. They're going to inbound under their own basket. Running a little action here for Jansen. No surprise, everything goes through her. She's going to pop it from 22. It's going to be missed, and Maddie Fagry with good position there gets a rebound. Here's a long pass from Fosley, and it goes way over the head of Izzy Pekulski. Maya's off to a slow start, but we've seen that from her. Of course, she's an all-state volleyball player, very athletic. She's been a big key to their 2 trips to the state tournament this year, an outside hitter. So she can fly up and down the floor, but she got a little too excited on that one. Now here's a turnover from Jansen. It's going to be picked off. It's a 6th turnover from MACCRAY. Maddie Fagry picks off that pass, and West Central has the ball. 2:33 to go on the Park Region scoreboard. Skip pass from Fosley to Pekulski. She drives in, throws to Anderson. Anderson goes inside out for Macy Gross. She misses a 3 in and out, and it's going to be rebounded by Tyne. And she gets it off for Brielle Jansen. And MACCRAY comes down the floor, 2:14 to go. She's going to attack on the left side. And Macy Gross, and they're going to call a jump ball. And boy, from this angle, Macy Gross had her arm completely around the backside of Jansen. I think she did have her left hand on the ball. So from that official's angle, probably looked like a jump ball. The MACCRAY fans are behind me, and it sure looked like a foul from there. Either way, possession arrow faces MACCRAY. And number 5, Nora Haltgren, is into the ball game for them right now. 2:04 to go on the Park Region scoreboard. West Central area leads 22-18, a state championship game. Here's a pass now top of the key. 26-footer for Jansen as an air ball. Rebecca Holland and I talked about it on the pregame show this morning. MACCRAY just likes to get the ball out for Jansen, spread the floor, let her go to work, let her shoot, or set a ball screen. That's really what their offense is. There is no action. It's just the same thing every time. And here's a pressure, and Fosley throws it away, and it's stolen away by Jansen. And 7th turnover for WCA, but she misses a shot. Fosley gets the rebound. She goes coast to coast and misses. And we're going back the other way with MACCRAY. There's a pass to the corner for Ella Hultgren. Back to the top for Jansen. Jansen with the ball now, and she's got 10 points on the night, but she averages 27, so right now they'd be holding her under a half's average. Madison Fagry guarding her, and a lot of the nights are shading as to where Jansen is. Everyone has their eyes on her. Here's a drive in, an offensive foul. What a move by Jaden Steiba. She jumped that screen and got right in front of Jansen, and Jansen's going to get her 2nd foul. It's going to be a turnover for the MACCRAY Wolverines. It's their 7th. MACCRAY fans not happy, but man, what a play by Jaden Steiba. She anticipated what Jansen was going to do, got in her path, and Jansen ran her over. And it's not easy to run over Jaden. She's a very strong young lady. Fosley now to the left wing, gets it to the top of the key, and Gross takes a 3, and she drills it. She drills it from the college 3-point line. And Fosley gets the assist. Macy Gross has 10 points, and she's made 2 threes in a row. And it's the biggest lead of the game here at the 1-minute mark, 25-18. Jansen now holding at the top of the key. She dribbles left. Pekulski guarding her, has a hand up the whole time. Pins it on her hip. They're going to call a double dribble. Nope, going to call a carry. Could have called it either one, but Jansen's going to turn it over. She faked to her right, went to her left, and got the ball pinned on her left hip. And the official was right there with the call. Turnover number 8 for MACCRAY. Inbounds pass now from Madison Fagry. And the Knights can hold for the last. There's about a half a second between shot clock and game clock. We'll see what they do. Here's a pass inside for Steiba. Kicks it out for Gross for 3. Her 3's just short. It's going to be rebounded by Jansen. I would have liked them holding for the last shot there. They do not. And there's 18 seconds now. Jansen's going to go down the right lane line. She's going to turn to her left, shoot from 12 feet. It's missed. And it's going to be rebounded by Pekulski. Pekulski doing her job as she came in for Staples. She dribbles into the front court. 5 seconds on the clock. Pekulski has it. She's going to throw it overhead out of bounds. And with 0.7 seconds to go, Izzy, a little bit of a panic there. Had enough time to probably make a pass or at least take a shot. She kind of throws it overhanded. It goes out of bounds. Probably going to count as a turnover, even though I think it was intended as a shot. Here's a 3/4 court shot at the buzzer. And wow, Brielle Jansen almost makes it. Wouldn't have counted. The official blew it off, or blew the first half dead anyway. But that is the end of the half. Our state championship game, and a good half it was for West Central area. Reminder, coming up on the Minnesota Motor halftime show, if you're in the market for a new vehicle, make Minnesota Motor Company your first stop. That's Minnesota Motor, Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls. The score on our Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard: West Central area 25, MACCRAY 18. Park Region service beyond the connection. You're listening to West Central area girls basketball in the state championship game on 96.5 KJJK.
West Central, it's game time. The West Central area Knights are hitting the court, and the Naughty Pine is your go-to spot for food and fun. Fuel up before the game with their mouth-watering burgers, appetizers, and ice-cold drinks. Or stop by Sunday for their legendary lunch buffet. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just in it for the fun, they've got the perfect seat for you.
The Naughty Pine in Elbow Lake, where good food, great friends, and West Central fans come together. Go Knights!
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls has a fantastic starting lineup with America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Nelson Auto can help you enjoy your time out on the road. Check out our starting lineup at Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls.
Your projects are experts, job well done. Grant County Lumber and Hardware.
From decks to houses to post frame and everything in between, Grant County Lumber can help you with your building projects. Stop in and check out their full line of hardware and Milwaukee tools, plus an expanded sporting goods inventory, including firearms and ammunition.
Your projects are experts, job well done. Grant County Lumber and Hardware.
Our student athletes give it their all, and Lake Region Healthcare is here to keep them and you in the game. In Fergus Falls and 8 regional community clinics, and at your fingertips through MyChart or online at lrhc.org.
I'm Tad Butke, your dedicated business sales consultant at Park Region. Whether you're looking to optimize your operations, scale your business, or find tailored solutions, I'm here to help you achieve your goals.
Reach out to Tad today at 218-998-2000 for Park Region to go beyond the connection.
The Knights are making big moves on the court. Are you making big moves with your money? Eagle Bank is here to help you drive towards success. Checking, savings, loans, no matter your play, they've got the assist. Need a home loan, a business boost, or just a solid game plan? Eagle Bank will help you stay ahead of the competition. Cheering on the West Central area Knights, Eagle Bank in Elbow Lake, where your finances are always above the rim. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Basketball teaches us how to work hard, how to be a leader, and that we should never give up.
Minnesota Motor Company is proud to support all the gym rats in your life and their activities because we understand that playing sports is about so much more than the game. Whether you are cheering for your team at home or on the road, know that our team will be with you every mile.
All right, back at Williams Arena, Nick Kuehl with you, 96.5 KJJK. It is halftime. And as always, we want to thank Minnesota Motor Company for sponsoring our halftime show here. Minnesota Motor, they have pre-owned inventory at Minnesota Motor Company, and it's growing. Contact the sales team for a test drive today. Well, the West Central area Knights lead on the scoreboard, 25-18 at halftime, so they're halfway to the first state championship for team at West Central area. And pretty good first half for the Knights. Had a little bit of difficulty when MACCRAY went to the full court press. A couple turnovers that led to some points off turnovers, but for the most part, they controlled the tempo of that first half. Probably the most negative thing that happened is Addison Staples. She had 11 points in that first half, which is a positive, but she had 3 fouls and had to sit for probably 6 or 7 minutes of that first half. Izzy Pekulski came in and gave some energy, got a rebound and attacked the basket. Nora Anderson got a basket as well. Let's take a look at the halftime statistics here. First for MACCRAY, Emma Hultgren had 1 rebound. Brielle Jansen had 10 points in the first half. She averages 27, so held a little bit below her, what would be her half average. She was 1 of 4 from threes, 3 of 14 from the field. She has 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals for the Wolverines. Let's see here. Sam Hultgren had 4 rebounds in that first half, but she also has 3 personal fouls, so she sat out some time as well. Emma Tyne, 8 points. She was 3 of 6 from the field, had 5 rebounds and 2 steals for the MACCRAY Wolverines. They shot 26% from the field in the first half, 14.3% from the three-point line. They were 5 of 8 from free throws, and they had 7 first-half turnovers. For West Central area, Addison Stables had 11 points. She was 5 of 5 from the field, 1 of 1 from three-point land. She has 2 rebounds, but she only played 9 minutes because she had 3 personal fouls. Jaden Steiba with 2 points. She was 1 of 2 from the field. She missed both of her free throws. She does have 5 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and 1 block. Macy Gross, 10 points at halftime. 4 of 7 from the field. She's 2 of 5 from three-point land. 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Played 16 minutes, did Macy. Madison Faggery has not scored in the contest. She does have 2 rebounds and a steal. Maya Fosling. Tough first half for Maya. She got some good looks. And just from what I've seen for her as a competitor, if she gets those looks the second half, she's going to knock them down. But she has not scored in this game, and that's a key. She is their leading scorer with 14 points a game. She has 1 assist. She has 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Nora Anderson is 1 for 1 from the field. She's got 2 points and 1 assist. The West Central Area Knights have 8 turnovers in the first half. They lead 25-18 here at the half. This is the Minnesota Motor halftime show. The Minnesota Motor Company has tires. Remember, they have great tires. They have great service. That's Minnesota Motor Company, Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls. You're listening to the state championship game on 96.5 KJJK.
These days, you don't need to live down the street from your bank in order to handle your business or personal finances. It's great if you do, but with ATMs, online banking, bill pay, and mobile apps, banking is always at your fingertips. So whether you're 20 minutes or 6 hours away, Minnesota's own Star Bank combines small-town banking with big city services. Good luck to all area teams in the playoffs from Star Bank, the bank that cares. Online at star.bank. Member FDIC.
I'm Tad Butke, your dedicated business sales consultant at Park Region. Whether you're looking to optimize your operations, scale your business, or find tailored solutions, I'm here to help you achieve your goals.
Reach out to Tad today at 218-998-2000 for Park Region to go beyond the connection.
Keep your operation running smoothly with Haley Oil Company. Whether it's propane or diesel fuel for your fleet, we've got you covered. Our bulk fuel delivery ensures you never miss a beat, while our full-service shop keeps your equipment in top shape. Trust the experts at Haley Oil Company to fuel your success. Visit us today and experience the difference. Haley Oil congratulates the West Central area basketball teams on an outstanding season and best of luck in postseason play.
Your number one West Central area Knights fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Wendell Pioneer Insurance are a winning combination. They'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, farm, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. If you find your insurance confusing, frustrating, and at times overwhelming, it's time to talk with Wendell Pioneer Insurance. They will walk you through the insurance process to make it as effortless as possible. Visit Jeff, Mary, Chelsea, and Megan at Wendell Pioneer Insurance, your trusted choice.
At Minnesota Motor Company, they know that you need a vehicle that fits your lifestyle. Whether it's a fuel-efficient commuter, a spacious family SUV, or a powerful truck for the job site, they've got you covered. Their experts are ready to help you find the perfect vehicle so you can drive away feeling confident in your choice. Let's get you behind the wheel of a car you'll love. Minnesota Motor. South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
When you move into a new home and need internet, or if you're having problems with your internet, you want to feel like a priority. Like the person on the other end of the call cares. You won't get that from big corporations, but you will get that from Runestone Telecom in Hoffman, your local high-speed internet partner to keep you seamlessly connected. No more automated messages or long wait times. At Runestone, you're not just a number, you're a neighbor. Give Runestone Telecom a call today for high-speed internet and high-speed service, always.
I'm Tad Butke, your dedicated business sales consultant at Park Region. Whether you're looking to optimize your operations, scale your business, or find tailored solutions, I'm here to help you achieve your goals.
Reach out to Tad today at 218-998-2000 for Park Region to go beyond the connection.
Have you passed through the lot at Minnesota Motor Company lately? They have a great selection of vehicles ranging from small SUVs to heavy-duty trucks. Whether you're looking for something sporty, something with room for the whole crew, or something built for adventure, they've got it all. But don't take my word for it. Contact their sales team and test drive your next ride today.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Welcome back to Williams Arena, state championship game. The West Central Area Knights are 1/2 away from their first state championship. West Central has been a consolidation since 1993. And consolidation of Elbow Lake, Barrett, Hoffman, Kensington, probably a little bit of Donley. Lots of little communities down there with lots of pride. Built that school down there in 1992, got together in 1993. The boys, of course, were here last year, and they were just a couple of appearing in a state championship game themselves. Played a double or triple overtime game against Fertile Beltrami, a very memorable one for sure. But the girls have a chance to do something that has not been done in the history of their school. And they're 18 minutes away from accomplishing that goal. Both teams are hitting the floor here for the second half. That's going to be Fagry, Gross, Voslin, Steiba, and Staples on the floor for West Central Area. Hultgren, Jansen, Hultgren, Tyne, and Janish on the floor for MACCRAY. The 3A championship game is going to follow this game today. And it's going to be the 1 and 2 seeds as they got through. That did not happen in Class A. West Central Area is the 4 seed. MACCRAY is the 7th seed here in this state championship game. But in the 3A game coming up next, it's going to be the 1 seed Benilde St. Margaret's and 2-time defending, or maybe 3-time defending state champs against the Marshall Tigers, who've had an outstanding season. This one first, we're underway in the second half. Thank you for joining the Minnesota Motor Halftime Show. Appreciate Minnesota Motor as always. And remember, post-game show is going to feature Olson Oil Card Express. Here's a drive down the lane, and Addison Staples gets the Knights on the board to start the second half. She now has 15. She's just got to stay out of foul trouble here. The Knights with their biggest lead of the game. It's now 9, 27-18. Here's a pass inside, and I think it was Jansen that got the basket. And it was. So Jansen scores the first points of the second half for MACCRAY. She now has 12. Back to a 2-3 zone now for MACCRAY. Left side, Macy Gross drives baseline. She's going to dump it to Steiba. Steiba gathers herself, can't get the shot to go. It's going to be saved inside, and then it goes through the legs of Steiba and out of bounds. Tyne saved it from going out of bounds, went through the hands of Steiba, then it goes out of bounds, or it gets collected by MACCRAY. Here's a quick transition shot that's going to be rebounded by Addison Staples, and we go back the other way. MACCRAY really looking to increase the tempo in this ball game, and their coach, Sean Condon, has actually played more players already today than he played yesterday. Only played 6. And Steiba throws a pass right in the hands of Tyne. That's going to be the first turnover of the half for West Central. And now here's a little step-through move by Jansen. She's going to go to the free throw line for MACCRAY. First foul of the second half is going to go to... It's going to be on Fagry. That's going to be her second. It's the first team foul on West Central Area. And the first free throw for Brielle Jansen. Jansen is good. She's now made 4 of 5. And she's made 5 of 6. She has 14 points to lead all scorers and to lead her team. She averages 27. 27-22 to go on the Park Region scoreboard. 16-10 in the second half. State championship game. Minnesota State High School League Class A girls basketball tournament. Gross is going to take one from 22. She's going to miss everything, and it goes out of bounds. And it's going to go over to MACCRAY. A little bit quick on the trigger there for Macy, but that's kind of her MO. She doesn't think about it. She lets it go. That time you could see I had the angle on it. It was off left and short. I think she was a little bit farther out than she thought. Remember, we have the women's three-point line set up here, so it's a couple feet behind the high school state three-point line, and so girls get confused maybe sometimes where they're at. Here's a drive inside by MACCRAY, and the shot is going to be missed. It's going to be rebounded by Steiba. Going to be her 6th rebound of the ball game, and West Central area now on the attack. WCA scored the first 2 points of the second half. MACCRAY the last 5. Bosley now at the top of the key, facing a 2-3 zone to the corner. Macy Gross for 3. Her shot is no good, but Steiba's there on the doorstep, and she's going to get the rebound and the putback. Jaden Steiba with 4 points. She now has 7 rebounds. She's working hard in that zone. She got on the opposite side of that 3-point shot, got the rebound, gathered herself, went up strong, and scored the basket for WCA. They lead 29-22. Brielle Jensen gets the screen. She misses a shot from 18. Then she has her shot blocked by Macy Gross, but they're going to call a foul. She pulled up and shot from about 12, followed her shot. It came right back to her, and then Gross came over, put the contact on her shooting hand. And so Gross gets foul number 1. It's a second team foul for WCA. And Jansen's going to go to the free throw line. My guess is she makes a living at the free throw line during the regular season. She's now made 6 of 7 free throws. And she makes the second one. So Jansen now up to 16. She's 7 of 8 at the line. And it's 29-24 on the Park Region scoreboard. 14:50 to go here. Watching basketball at the Barn, Williams Arena, University of Minnesota. Fosling with a drive down to the right baseline. Gets it off for Staples. Staples kicks it out for Gross. Comes in and shoots an air ball from about 6 feet. And Jansen comes down with the rebound for MACCRAY. Looking to close that lead here. Here's the quick transition, and Emma Tyne misses it. It's going to be rebounded by Staples. Staples looks like she's going to need a rest here. Into the front court goes Gross. She lobs it in for Steiba. Steiba flips opposite corner for Staples. Cross court, corner to Macy Gross, and she drills the 3. They went side to side twice. And Steiba ends up getting Staples gets the assist. And West Central area back up to an 8-point lead. Jansen's going to drive the lane, and she's going to draw the contact. Nobody's stepping in front of her. She should not be able to go down the lane. But the contact came over. Oh, and they're going to call the foul on Staples. I didn't realize that. Man, there was not a lot of contact there. That's a tough one for Addie Staples. I don't know that she really moved. I thought the foul was going to be on Gross. But Jansen gets the basket, and she actually gets the and one as she makes the free throw. That's a huge foul. 13:53 to go in the game. Addison Staples now with 4 fouls, and she's going to have to sit out the bulk of this second half as long as West Central has the lead or near the lead. 32-27 on the Park Region scoreboard. 13:40 to go. We'll see who can step up with Staples out of the game. Fosling shoots a 3. She misses. There's Steiba on the offensive glass, and she's going to finish. Jaden Steiba has 8 rebounds. She's making a living on the offensive glass. She now has 6 points, and the lead's 34-27. Jansen just continues to go to the basket. Nobody's stopping her. She goes left-handed layup, and she shoots it too hard. Macy Gross gets the rebound. Gross 7 boards again today. She had 11 yesterday, the 5'7" senior. Pass, and here's Fosling with another 3, and she drills this one. Fosling needed it. She was 0 for 10 to start the game, but she drills a 3 from the right baseline. Gross gets the assist. And now hopefully Fosling can get some confidence. It's 37-27 on the Park Region scoreboard. Pass inside for Jansen is going to be taken away by Steiba. And here comes West Central. Pekulski now into the game. She gets it out for Fagry for 3. Madison misses it from the right wing. And she tries to get the rebound and doesn't. And we're going to have a timeout by MACCRAY. Sam Hultgren gets the rebound there. That's number 4 for her. And Sean Condon not happy with the way things are going. West Central area up 37-27 on the Park Region scoreboard. You're listening. This timeout is going to be sponsored by Lake Region Healthcare. You're listening to the state championship game, West Central area girls basketball, 96.5. KJJ.
Quality Toyota is proud to salute the achievements of each quality player. It takes teamwork to compete, and the Quality Player Award recognizes the extra effort by an individual in each athletic contest. Quality Toyota commends the hard work, dedication, and quality efforts of these outstanding youth. That attitude will help each quality player as they go forward. Congratulations to each of the quality players from Quality Toyota on West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
When you cheer on our athletes, know that Lake Region Healthcare has their back and their knees and their ankles too. Find care and expertise in Fergus Falls and 8 regional community clinics. Connect through MyChart or online at lrhc.org.
Back at Williams Arena, Nick Kuehl with you, 96.5 KJJK. State Girls Class A Championship game, and right now West Central area 12:37 away from a state championship, the first in the school's history for the team. Sport, and they have a 10-point lead. Just a reminder, the Spartans are underway, so after you listen to the conclusion of this one, or whenever you want to check, you can check over with Jason Retzlaff. Jason on 977 FM. Spartans playing for 3rd place in the national tournament out in New York. MACCRAY now on the attack. The Wolverines, and here's Jansen from about 24 feet. She misses, and and Fosling gets the rebound. West Central with a chance to take their biggest lead of the ball game. Pass to the right corner. Pekulski's going to drive. She's going to travel. Yep. She went hard on the baseline, but had no one to kick it to. There wasn't anyone over there, so she tried to put on the brakes. She could not. She's going to turn it over. Turnover number 10 for West Central area. So instead of adding to their 10-point lead, they have a turnover, and here comes MACCRAY. The Knights want to keep this lead. They have to know where Jansen is. She's going to give it up this time and pass it off to the left wing and now to the right side for Sam Hultgren. Now here comes Jansen. Hultgren's going to set the screen. Jansen goes to her left, guarded by Gross. She's going to skip it all the way over to the corner for her sister, Nora Hultgren. She passes now to Tyne. Tyne at the right wing, having trouble with it. It's going to be stolen away by Gross. Turnover number 10 for MACCRAY. And in transition now is Macy Gross. Macy to the right side. Fosling. She fakes a 3, drives inside, floats from about 2 feet, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. It was blocked by Jansen. Jansen was waiting for her, and Maya, she can leap. But Jansen standing there at 6 foot. She can leap as well. She got up and blocked it out of bounds. It's going to stay West Central's basketball. They lead 37-27 on the Park Region scoreboard. 11:28 to go here in the first half. And there's a media timeout, so we're going to take a short one here with them. Come back and we'll update on the stats and what's going on next week on the Layton Broadcasting Network. You're listening to the West Central Area Knights girls basketball, the state championship game on 96.5 KJJK.
Oh, hey there, folks. You know, Farmers Co-op Oil in Elbow Lake's got your back come game day, don't you know? Oh, yeah. Before you head out to them big away games, swing by their friendly C-store and fill her up on gas and goodies. With Amore pork in the cooler and Abby's Bakery on the shelves. They got snacks tastier than Snickers salad at the church potluck. And that's really saying something. Now let's hit the road and cheer on the Knights. Oh, yeah, you betcha.
Farmers Co-op Oil in Elbow Lake. Grab your snacks and get some gas. Oh, and hey, watch out for deer.
Olson Oil Card Express of Fergus Falls is your one-stop shop. Propane tank refills? Check. Diesel for your trucks? Check. Gas, propane exchange, and bulk delivery? Check, check, and check. Olson Oil Card Express, supporting Otter Sports.
Back at the barn, Williams Arena, 96.5 KJJK. Nick Kuehl with the call here. State championship game, Minnesota State High School League Class A girls tournament. 7-seed MACCRAY Wolverines. Currently trailing the 4-seed West Central Area Knights, 37-27. What else is going on in the Layton Network this week? We now know that Pelican Rapids is going to be the 8th seed, and they're going to have a tough draw on the 8AA boys side. They got the 8th seed. They're going to play number 1 seeded Albany on Tuesday at 6 p.m. at Williams Arena. So somebody will have the call on that one, and that will be on Z103. And then Henning's going to play Thursday at some time. We're not sure about that one yet. They'll be on 96.5 on the Layton Media Networks. West Central Area with the ball. They lead 37-27, 11:20 to go here in the second half. Nora Anderson's going to go out on the lane, and she's going to get fouled by MACCRAY. I'm not sure which one. There's about 3 girls in there. Nora really goes downhill hard. And that foul is actually going to be on Ella Hultgren, and that's her first. It's the first team foul of the second half for MACCRAY. 20-second reset on the shot clock for West Central under their own basket. Oh, Gross missed Stuyba wide open. And she was a little late to see Jaden there. Anyway, they get it in bounce now. Here goes Fosley. She drives down the right side, and she's going to throw it out of bounds, I think. Yeah, she did. Fosley struggled a little bit in this championship game. She just made a 3 here a few minutes ago. I was talking with former Tiger head coach Torgerson, and she's going to be a key if they're going to try to keep this lead and win the state tournament. She turned it over there. It's turnover number 11 for West Central. Now here's a steal by Stuyba. Stuyba's going to go the whole way, gets to her left hand and makes it. Jaden Stuyba gets the steal and the basket. She's got 8 points. Boy, she's really cleaning up for Staples being out of the ball game. Remember, Addison Staples out of the game with 4 fouls, and she only played 9 minutes in the first half. Here's a 3-pointer by Jansen. She pulls up from about 24 feet and drills it. And she is not afraid to shoot, and she's looks like she kind of has to on this team. Nobody else has really been doing a lot of shooting for them. It's 39-30 on the Park Region scoreboard. Fosley now in the right corner, brings it back out for Macy Gross. Back to the right wing for Fosley. Back to Gross to the top of the key to the left side for Anderson. Anderson's going to skip past to Fosley. 2-3 zone here, and the Knights are just kind of passing it over the top, back and forth. Shot clock down to 6. Gross going to take one from 22. It's no good. There's Stuyba again on the weak side rebound. She's going to kick it out. Fosley for 3. Her rainbow is no good. It's going to be ticked out. I thought it was tipped out by MACCRAY. They're going to say it was off of Anderson, and it's going to go over to MACCRAY. Stuyba working hard on the weak side rebound. She's got 9 rebounds now for West Central Area, and she's doing everything she can to make up for the fact that her partner in crime in the paint, Addison Staples, is out. 39-30 on the Park Region scoreboard. 9:46 to go. Boy, Jansen came up, stopped at the midline. Just across the midline, looked like she took an extra step. No whistle, and now we have a drive, and I think one wants to call a jump ball, one wants to call a, yes. The officials get together and call a jump ball. One of the officials blew a whistle and had a fist for a foul. That was the lead. The trail had a hand in the air. And neither one of them made a signal. They got together, and the trail won the discussion. Said, hey, I had a jump ball first. So no foul on West Central. It's going to result in alternating possession arrow, which goes over to MACCRAY. Inbounds pass to the top for Janish. Janish kicks it out for Jansen. She shoots it from 27 feet. Misses. Nora Anderson gets the rebound. And she gets into the front court. West Central Area can convert here. Going to put themselves in a good spot. Here's Macy Gross down the lane. Stops and pops from 10 feet. And Macy Gross has her 14th and 15th point of the game. And it's 41-30. West Central Area with 9:10 to go here in the championship game. Here's a drive by Jansen. She's going to have her shot blocked. It hits the bottom of the rim. Then we're going to have a loose ball foul and a shot. Emma Tyne got the offensive rebound for the Wolverines. And Nora Anderson gets the foul for West Central area. The bad news for WCA, well, I guess that's only 4. I thought they had 6 fouls. I was looking at the timeouts. Here's a free throw for Tyne, and she misses. Tyne missed her first 2, made her last one. Now she is 1 out of 4. Emma Tyne, a 6-foot junior. And her second one's good. So Emma makes her second free throw of the game. She has 9 points, and it's a 10-point lead for West Central area. Izzy Pekulski back in for WCA. She brings it up the front court. She gets it off to the right side for Anderson. MACCRAY going to kind of back off of Anderson here. It's a long pass to the other side, but Gross is able to go up and get it. Fagry with the ball. Not a lot of offense on the floor for WCA right now. They're going to have to get a good position and they get some points. And here's a pass to Pekulski in the corner. She flips it in. It's going to be gathered by Fagry. Nora Anderson shoots from 6 feet and drills it. Nora Anderson gets her second basket of the game. She's 2 for 2, and it's 43-31. 8:24 to go in the championship game. Here's a drive to the basket for Jansen, and she makes it. And that foul is called from the trail. That's Izzy Pekulski with the foul. They count the basket. Jansen's just going to the hole, so if they can find a way to get in front of her, she just pretty much putting her head down and go to the basket every time. First foul on Pekulski. And the free throw by Jansen is good. And she's had a good night from the free throw line. She's made 9 of 10. And we're going to have a timeout here. The score is 43-34, West Central area. Becca Holland's going to use her first timeout of the ball game. It's going to be a full timeout. So she's going to get her squad squared away. She has to at some point think about when she's going to put in Addison Staples with her 4 fouls. And I don't think that's going to be for a while as long as they're holding on to a near double-digit lead. I think I would save her until the very end of the ball game. We'll see what Becca does. We're going to take a quick timeout. You're listening to West Central area girls basketball, the state championship game on 96.5 KJJK. This timeout is sponsored by Lake Region Healthcare.
The city of Elbow Lake is proud to support the West Central area Knights. The kids and the schools and the local businesses are what makes Elbow Lake a unique and wonderful place. Small businesses are the bread and butter of the local economy. By supporting local retail businesses and restaurants, you're helping to reinvest in the community. Shopping local helps your kids' schools, the roads you drive on, and local parks. It helps the small towns thrive. Shop local and help build a stronger community with the city of Elbow Lake.
The Knights are making big moves on the court. Are you making big moves with your money? Eagle Bank is here to help you drive towards success. Checking, savings, loans, no matter your play, they've got the assist. Need a home loan, a business boost, or just a solid game plan? Eagle Bank will help you stay ahead of the competition. Cheering on the West Central area Knights, Eagle Bank in Elbow Lake, where your finances are always above the rim. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back at Williams Arena, West Central area Knights girls basketball team 8 minutes and 10 seconds away from a state championship. They lead 43-34. Pekulski gets tied up, gets it to the free throw lane for Steiba. To the right side for Fosling. Skip pass for Pekulski. She's going to drive to the basket. She's going to shoot, and we're going to have a whistle. I'll tell you what. Izzy Pekulski has not played a lot of minutes here in this state tournament, but man, she is not scared. She got in the game here, and Staples has been out, and Gross is also taking a rest right now. But Pekulski took the drive on the left side, went to the basket with no fear, and she got fouled. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Izzy misses the first one. She's going to go for the second one. It's going to be a big free throw for Izzy because she's going to have to play some minutes, and she drills it. And she made 4 out of 4 in the state quarterfinal game down the stretch against Cromwell Wright. Just came off the bench when Steiba got hit in the face. And here's going to be a turnover at the midline. Fosling has it. She kicks it ahead for Steiba. Steiba's going to go in with the left hand. She misses it. Misses the left-handed layup, and it's going to be rebounded by Jansen. 12 turnovers for MACCRAY. Steiba missed a golden opportunity in transition now. Tyne misses the bunny. And now the ball's on the floor. Tyne on her back. She's going to have it taken away by Pekulski. And Pekulski's going to get tied up. She had one knee on the floor and one knee up, so she couldn't move. She didn't want to throw it and get a turnover. So instead, she gets the loose ball. It's tied up, and the AP arrow favors West Central. 7:25 to go on the Park Region scoreboard. West Central area leads 44-34. Nora Anderson now into the front court for West Central area. She gets it to the right corner for Pekulski. Pekulski dumps it down to the right elbow for Fagry. And now Fosline pulls it back out to the top of the key. Nora Anderson, right wing. Knights doing this without one of their leaders, Addison Staples, and then Macy Gross is on the bench as well. And here's a pass now for Anderson to the left side for Pekulski. She's tied up. Lots of timeouts over there for Holland. Here's a pass inside and a basket. Pekulski gets it to Fagry, and Fagry gets the basket, her first of the night. It's 46-34 West Central area. MACCRAY with the ball now, pass to the corner. Here is Janish now. She brings it to the top of the key, and Jansen's got it now. She's going to go to the basket. Just a matter of who's going to come and help or not help. Good defense there by Nora Anderson. The pass goes to the corner for Sam Holtren, and it's going to be missed and rebounded by Pekulski. Pekulski gets it. She brings it up to the top of the key. Nobody Gardner in this 2-3. She penetrates the middle, kicks it to the right side to Fosline. And I think we're going to have a blocking foul, and we are. It's going to be foul number 3, team foul on MACCRAY. Good attack there by Fosline. Foul's going to be on Jansen. It's going to be her third personal. That's something to watch. 6:16 to go, and she's by far the most aggressive player on their team. And as she gets 4, that could change the way MACCRAY operates. That's for sure. And here's the loose ball inside that's kicked out to Fosley, and her three-point rainbow from 22 is no good, and it's going to be rebounded by Jansen. Jansen bringing it up the court. Pekulski steps in front of her, and it's going to be an offensive charge. Izzy Pekulski set up camp just outside the restricted arc, and she waited for Jansen to come down there, and guess what? That is the 4th personal on Brielle Jansen. And that is going to change the way she can play the game the rest of the way out. And here's Fagry. She can't get the ball in against this diamond press, and she alertly throws it off the defender. That's Callie Janish there. And the referee was getting close to a 5-second call. And instead, Fagry throws it off her leg and gets a new 5-second count. Now here's the trap on Fosling. She turns and fires to Gross. And Gross is going to turn attack. She's got the girl coming from behind. She picks up her dribble. She alertly gets it back out to Steiba. Down the corner for Pekulski. Pekulski gets it out to Gross. She drives in. She's going to flip it to Steiba. Steiba misses but gets her own rebound. Jaden Steiba with 10 rebounds now and has 11 points. And it's the biggest lead of the ball game with 5:34 to go. It's 48-34 West Central area. Jansen now with the ball. She kicks it to the right side for Janish. Her three-pointer is no good. Pekulski gets the rebound for WCA. And WCA now 5 minutes and 17 seconds away from a state championship. Addison Staples coming to the scorer's table to check in here. West Central area, if they can convert here, are going to be in great shape to win this thing. Here's Pekulski. She drives in from 10 feet and she banks it in. Izzy Pekulski playing with no fear off the bench. She drives in, unbalanced shot from 10 feet. She banks it in. And West Central area with 4:55 to go on the Park Region scoreboard. They lead MACCRAY 50-34, the biggest lead of the ball game for WCA, getting huge contributions off the bench from Sydney Huntley, Nora Anderson, and Izzy Pekulski. What a story here from Williams Arena. There's a timeout on the floor, but man, WCA coming into this tournament as the 4 seed, getting through a tough Section 6A tournament. They come in, they turn the ball over 20 times against Cromwell Wright. They find a way to win. They play yesterday they play against the defending state champs and number 1 in the state, Goodhue. They turn it over 24 times, but find a way to win it by 8 points. And today, just a total team effort for WCA, and they lead 50-34 with 4:55 to go in this championship game here at Williams Arena. Want to mention, Culligan stepped up to sponsor the state tournament as well here with the world's most efficient water softeners, drinking water systems, and bottle-free water coolers. Culligan Water helps you cut back on waste and enjoy more of the water you love. Call Culligan Water of Elbow Lake and Fergus Falls today. Want to mention, following this game, we will have the Olson Oil Cart Express post-game show, and then, of course, the Quality Toyota Lake Country Graphics Player of the Game. Remember, this game and Quality Toyota Player of the Game t-shirts are brought to you by Lake Country Graphics. Well, it's pretty quiet in here, especially on the MACCRAY side. I said in the pregame that one of these two teams was going to win their first true team state championship today, and with 4:55 to go in the contest, it looks like it's going to be West Central. It's not over. It's not over yet. Brielle Jansen is going to have something to say about it, but she's got 25 points, and then Emma Tyne has 9. And I don't think anybody else has scored for MACCRAY. They have not. So those two are the only two players to score. In fact, there's only been 4 shots taken by 2 other girls in the entire contest. MACCRAY only shooting 26% from the field. West Central area shooting 43%. Jansen with the ball now. She's got 3 fouls. She kicks to the corner for Ella Hultgren. She takes a 3 there. It's going to be missed. Pekulski had her hands on the rebound. She doesn't get it. Then Fagry goes for the loose ball, and she's going to get called for a foul as she kind of fell on the leg of Sam Hultgren. And MACCRAY is going to keep her, have another possession here. 3rd foul on Madison Fagry. Addison Staples now checked into the game for WCA, and the ball comes right at her head. Then it gets booted by MACCRAY, and Macy Gross comes out of there. It's a turnover for MACCRAY. Gross goes all the way. She dumps it down, and she's going to turn it over. She was trying to get it to Fagry, who was filling the lane, and good transition defense by MACCRAY. And here's a 3-pointer by Ella Hultgren. Ella's the first non-Tyne or Jansen player to score in this game. Pekulski drives the right lane hard for West Central area. Staples over in the other corner. She's only played about 12 minutes of this game. She's saying, hey, just relax. Let's run some clock. Pekulski gets it inside the lane. She's going to try to dump it down to Steiba, and she turns it over. And here comes MACCRAY, a little bit of steam now. 50-37 on the Park Region scoreboard. 3:57 to go. Jansen's going to pull up from 22, and she drills it. And here we go, just like that. MACCRAY on the attack. Jansen now has 26 or 28 points for MACCRAY. The ball goes in, a pass inside for Pekulski, and if I'm Becca Holland, I'm looking for a timeout. You don't want this thing to get close. Pekulski comes out, Steiba comes back in. It's now down to a 10-point lead at the 3:43 mark. Remember, it was just 50-34 at 4:55 to go in the ballgame. Jansen's going to pull up from 29 feet. She's going to shoot an air ball. 2 MACCRAY girls go after it. Janish and Sam Hultgren. But it goes out of bounds, so it's going to go over to West Central area. 3:31 to go on the Park Region scoreboard. It's a 10-point lead for WCA. Diamond press for MACCRAY, and they get the steal. Here's a pass in by Janish, and she shoots it, and she gets it rejected by Fosling. Pass outside for Staples. She gets it up for Steiba. Steiba's tripped, and she shoots 2. She's tripped to the ground, and she's going to go to the line. Crazy series there. A steal by MACCRAY, a missed shot. The ball's batted out to Jansen. But it goes off her leg, comes back to Gross. Gross flips it up to Steiba and Staples, who are at the midline, and they go in transition. And oh boy, what I didn't realize is who the foul was on, and it's going to be on number 1, Brielle Jansen. And she is going to foul out of this contest. Bad news for her, great news for West Central area, as she has 28 of their 40 points in this contest. So Jansen checks out with 28 points. It's a 10-point lead, and Stuyba's going to go to the free throw line. 3:21 to go on the Park Region scoreboard. Stuyba's going to shoot 2. First one is good for Jaden. Good news for her because she had started 0 for 2 at the line. And they're going to shoot some free throws here at the end of this contest. Jaden Stuyba having an outstanding game here today. She gets the second free throw to go. And we have a timeout, I believe, from West Central area, and they lead 52-40. Stuyba now has 12 points for West Central area. And we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. You're listening to the State Class A Girls Championship game on 96.5 KJJK. This timeout is brought to you by Lake Regional.
Your projects are experts. Job well done. Grant County Lumber and Hardware.
From decks to houses to post frame and everything in between, Grant County Lumber can help you with your building projects. Stop in and check out their full line of hardware and Milwaukee tools, plus an expanded sporting goods inventory, including firearms and ammunition.
Your projects are experts. Job well done. Grant County Lumber and Hardware.
West Central, it's game time. The West Central area Knights are hitting the court, and the Naughty Pine is your go-to spot for food and fun. Fuel up before the game with their mouth-watering burgers, appetizers, and ice-cold drinks. Or stop by Sunday for their legendary lunch buffet. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just in it for the fun, they've got the perfect seat for you.
The Naughty Pine in Elbow Lake, where good food, great friends, and West Central fans come together. Go Knights!
Back at the barn, Williams Arena, campus of the University of Minnesota. The West Central area Knights 3 minutes and 15 seconds away from a state title. McCray's best player, Brielle Jansen, is fouled out, and it's 52-40 on the Park Region scoreboard. West Central area Knights with the lead. Cheering on the Knights and delivering the water you love for all the problem water needs, including reverse osmosis and water softening. Call Culligan Water of Elbow Lake and Fergus Falls. McCray with the ball now. I mentioned throughout most of the game, Brielle Jensen handles the ball all the time, and here's a turnover. 14th, and a fast break by Faggery, and she gets the basket. Madison Faggery gets her second field goal of the game, and it's 54-40 West Central area. Brielle Jensen handles the ball 75-80% of the time for McCray, and they're struggling without her on the floor. Here's a pass inside to Emma Tyne, and she's going to be fouled by Jaden Stuyba. And believe it or not, that's her first foul of the ball game. Emma Tyne's going to go to the free throw line. 2:38 to go here in the championship game. And West Central knocking on the doorstep of their first team state championship since the school consolidated in 1993. Tyne at the free throw line. Her first free throw is good. Now Tyne has made her last... Oops, I'm sorry, she has not. She's made her last 2 anyway. She's now 3 of 6. That's 10 points. Her second free throw is off to the left. It's going to be rebounded by Addison Staples. Staples pretty fresh. She's only played about 13 minutes in this entire contest. Been in foul trouble from the beginning. Here's Fosline with a run and jump down the lane. She kicks it out for Faggery to the top of the key for Gross. And the Knights need to be patient here. And here's a bad pass, and it went off of Stuyba. The last touch by McCray. Honestly, the Knights just need to run the shot clock down. McCray's going to take a full timeout here. West Central area leads 54-41 on the Park Region scoreboard. 2:21 to go in the contest. 18 seconds on the shot clock, and West Central area is going to still have the ball. Reminder, coming up, we have the Olson Oil Card Express post-game show. And I would love to be able to talk to Becca Holland or some of the players from West Central if they end up pulling off this championship. 2:20 to go. You know, yesterday I walked through the crowd a little bit and talked to some of the West Central girls. Gotten to talk to them a little bit over this tournament, but known them through the section tournaments and volleyball as well. And actually coached one of the freshman girls, Brynley Ulrich, in AAU a couple years ago. Got to know Jake Fosline, the athletic director, or activities director there as well. And I kind of just said, hey, at the beginning of the season, did any of you think you were going to be playing in the state tournament, let alone a state championship game? And most of them said even a couple of months ago, it didn't feel like a reality. So what a tribute to these juniors and seniors on this club. And head coach Becca Holland as well. West Central area, 2 minutes and 20 seconds away from a state championship. They're going to inbound it from under their own basket here. And we're back in play. Long pass out to Fagry. Fagry is going to hold and hand off for Gross. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Gets to the right side for Staples. 8 seconds now. She's going to cross-court it. Fagry attacks. She's going to drop it down for Steiba, and Steiba gets the basket. Nice attack on the left side by Fagry. Steiba gets her 13th and 14th point of the game. It's 56-41 on the Park Region scoreboard. Second biggest lead of the ball game. They were up 16 a couple of minutes ago. MACCRAY having trouble offensively without Jansen on the floor. Gross gets the steal here. It's turnover number 15 for MACCRAY. And MACCRAY just looks like a team without a leader right now and a team without a quarterback. Jansen did a lot for them, and she is out of the ball game. She picked up 3 of them pretty quickly, and that really changed how this game was going. West Central really did have control of it before that. And now it looks like head coach Sean Condon's going to get some reserves in and get him some state championship tournament experience. Maggie Janish comes in. She's a 5'8" junior. Also, Ruby Hultgren, 5'9" freshman, comes into the ball game for MACCRAY. Bounce pass in from Gross to Steiba, and she makes it. Gross gets the assist. Steiba gets another basket. She has 17. I'm sorry. Steiba has 16 for West Central area. Here's a pass inside and a foul. 1:13 to go on the Park Region scoreboard. I think that foul is going to be on Gross, and it is. UC has 2. It's the 17 fouls against West Central area, and here comes a couple of subs for them as well. 21, Sydney Hundley, a 5'9" senior, comes in, and also Brooklyn Strobel, a 5'5" senior. And I think that is the first time that Strobel has got in the state tournament. She may have played a little bit in the first game. Nice gesture for Becca Holland to get another senior in the game. And the free throw by Tyne is no good. And now Gross with the ball. And the Knights are going to win the state championship now. They're just running the clock out. Staples with it, gets it over for Fosling. Fosling jumps in, gets it to Steiba, and then it's going to be turned over. Turnover 14 for West Central. Here's a long pass up for Nora Hultgren and MACCRAY. 48 seconds to go. We're going to have a timeout by MACCRAY here. So we're going to take it with them. Oh, nope, maybe just a substitution timeout. And so we're going to get some more subs in here for Becca Holland. And I wonder if Becca and the team are realizing what they have just done. Into the ball game for WCA. For the first time in the tournament is Brinley Ulrich, 5'7" sophomore into the game. Number 20 is Abigail McGee, 5'4" junior. Lily Mahoney, 5'10" junior into the ball game as well for WCA. And then also number 30, Izzy Strunk, 5'10" junior. Shot by MACCRAY is no good. It's going to be rebounded by Strobel. Strobel brings it into the front court for West Central area. She hands it off to McGee. McGee gets it to Mahoney. To the top of the key for Ulrich. Back for Mahoney. She's going to dribble 17 seconds. Shot clock and game clock almost the same. Here's a pass in and a shot inside by Strunk. She misses. It's going to be rebounded by Hultgren. Hultgren's going to bring it into the front court. 5 seconds to go here from a state championship for West Central area. And I'm going to turn up the volume here so you can hear the crowd for West Central. The Knights win it 58-41 on the Park Region scoreboard. The first ever state championship for the West Central area Knights. 58-41. I was lucky enough to have a front row seat for all 3 games. And what an accomplishment by the coaching staff and the players for West Central area. Awards ceremony is coming up, so I'll try to keep you updated a little bit on that. We're going to come back really quickly here and check the stats. But we will take a break. You've been listening to the West Central Area Girls, a state championship game from Williams Arena on 96.5 KJJK. The score on the Park Region Ottertail Telecom scoreboard, West Central 58, MACCRAY 41. Park Region service beyond the connection. Coming up next, the Olsen Oil Card Express post-game show.
These days, you don't need to live down the street from your bank in order to handle your business or personal finances. It's great if you do, but with ATMs, online banking, bill pay, and mobile apps, banking is always at your fingertips. So whether you're 20 minutes or 6 hours away, Minnesota's own Star Bank combines small-town banking with big city services. Good luck to all area teams in the playoffs from Star Bank, the bank that cares. Online at star.bank. Member FDIC.
As demand for electricity grows, one small habit can help you save energy and money by turning it down, unplugging it, or turning it off. A simple change can make a real difference. Ottertail Power Company, on for conservation.
When you cheer on our athletes, know that Lake Region Healthcare has their back, and their knees and their ankles, too. Find care and expertise in Fergus Falls and 8 regional community clinics. Connect through MyChart or online at lrhc.org.
Quality Toyota is proud to salute the achievements of each quality player. It takes teamwork to compete, and the Quality Player Award recognizes the extra effort by an individual in each athletic contest. Quality Toyota commends the hard work, dedication, and quality efforts of these outstanding youth. That attitude will help each quality player as they go forward. Congratulations to each of the quality players from Quality Toyota on West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Keep your operation running smoothly with Haley Oil Company. Whether it's propane or diesel fuel for your fleet, we've got you covered. Our bulk fuel delivery ensures you never miss a beat, while our full-service shop keeps your equipment in top shape. Trust the experts at Haley Oil Company to fuel your success. Visit us today and experience the difference. Haley Oil congratulates the West Central area basketball teams on an outstanding season and best of luck in postseason play.
As demand for electricity grows, one small habit can help you save energy and money by turning it down, unplugging it, or turning it off. A simple change can make a real difference. Ottertail Power Company, on for conservation.
Quality Toyota is proud to salute the achievements of each quality player. It takes teamwork to compete, and the Quality Player Award recognizes the extra effort by an individual in each athletic contest. Quality Toyota commends the hard work, dedication, and quality efforts of these outstanding youth. That attitude will help each quality player as they go forward. Congratulations to each of the quality players from Quality Toyota on West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
West Central, it's game time. The West Central area Knights are hitting the court, and the Naughty Pine is your go-to spot for food and fun. Fuel up before the game with their mouth-watering burgers, appetizers, and ice-cold drinks. Or stop by Sunday for their legendary lunch buffet. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just in it for the fun, they've got the perfect seat for you.
The Naughty Pine in Elbow Lake, where good food, great friends, and West Central fans come together. Go Knights!
I apologize to the sponsors. I left the open mic there for the announcements, so you probably heard it. The all-tournament team was just named, and of course, Brielle Jansen, the 6'1" junior, made the all-tournament team, and also Emma Tyne, the 6-foot junior for MACCRAY. West Central area got 4 of them as they win the championship, their very first team championship for West Central area. And I'm trying to get a picture here because I'm right in the front row of this deal, so I'm going to grab one for whichever moms want one. But so let's just take a look at that real quick. The all-tournament team from this game, it's Jansen and Tyne, as I said. For West Central area, making the all-tournament team is Maya Fosling, Addison Staples, Macy Gross, and Jaden Steiba. So 4 girls on the state tournament, Class A state tournament team for West Central area. They win the state championship 58-41. Unbelievable run down here for West Central area. They are now the girls Class A state champions. They are the first team champions in the history of West Central area schools. So just a fantastic accomplishment. Very happy for the West Central area Knights. And of course the State High School League wiped away my statistics already. But I think I have a pretty good account of them here on my own. So I'm just going to square myself away for the post-game statistics. We'll take one break and we'll be back. The West Central area Knights are the state champions for girls Class A. The first championship game is in the books here at Williams Arena. They win over MACCRAY 58-41. This is the Olson Oil Card Express post-game show. You're listening to 96.5 KJJK.
Olson Oil Card Express of Fergus Falls is your one-stop shop. Propane tank refills? Check. Diesel for your trucks? Check. Gas, propane exchange, and bulk delivery? Check, check, and check. Olson Oil Card Express, supporting Otter Sports.
These days, you don't need to live down the street from your bank in order to handle your business or personal finances. It's great if you do, but with ATMs, online banking, bill pay, and mobile apps, banking is always at your fingertips. So whether you're 20 minutes or 6 hours away, Minnesota's own Star Bank combines small-town banking with big city services. Good luck to all area teams in the playoffs from Star Bank, the bank that cares. Online at star.bank. Member FDIC.
Back at Williams Arena, Nick Kuehl with you here, 96.5 KJJK. What a fun run for the West Central area Knight girls basketball team. And their head coach, Becca Holland, in her 3rd season as the coach for West Central area. And I'm going to write them in here on my tournament bracket. They win 58-41 and are the state champions of 2025 for girls Class A basketball. As you can hear in the background, going through the awards ceremony here at Williams Arena. Up next is the 3A game, and it's going to be Benilde St. Margaret. We're going to be taking on the Marshall Tigers here for the 3A state championship. And then tonight you have kind of the long-awaited contest here. Undefeated, 2 teams undefeated. It's Crosby Ironton is going to be taking on the number 1 team in the state for all season. In fact, they're rated number 1 in all classes. Providence Academy is going for their 5th straight state championship. Of course, they have the 2 Greenway girls, the Counts girl. Watched them last night. Very, very exciting team to watch. Crosby Ironton has a couple stars as well. Tori Orline is a University of Minnesota commit. She'll be playing tonight. They have some nice players as well, both of them in the championship game here tonight. And that'll be followed by the 4A state championship game. To be Maple Grove and Hopkins in that one at 8 o'clock. Well, the awards ceremony is happening. Let's take a look at the post-game statistics here. First of all, for the MACCRAY Wolverines, they got 3 points out of Ella Hultgren and a rebound today. Brielle Jansen was everything that they talked about. She averages 27 points a game. She scored 28 here today. She had 7 rebounds. She had 4 assists. She was 9 of 10 at the free throw line. She's a commit. She's going to MSU Mankato State. At least that's what I was told. And she certainly fits the bill on that. But she fouled out with about 3 minutes to go, and she handles the ball all the time for MACCRAY, and when she went, it was a little bit tough for MACCRAY to get anything going. As a result, West Central area closed out their first state championship game. Emma Tyne for West Central. A 6-foot junior, had a nice game as well. She also made the all-tournament team. She scored 10 points, had 5 rebounds and an assist. Nora Holtzgren came off the bench, 5'10 junior. She had a rebound. Callie Janish, the 5'7" senior, did not score in today's game. She averages 4 points per game. So everybody held under their average except for Brielle Jansen. And West Central, you know what? They did what they've been doing. They stick to their game plan. And they went out and won the state championship doing it. So I'll make sure we recognize Becca Hollins in her 3rd year. She was playing college basketball in 2020 for the Morris Cougars. Here she is in 2025. And you can hear now the fans reacting to West Central area getting their trophy. Here's Becca Holland in 2025, and she is the coach of the state champion girls basketball in Class A for 2025. Luke Barris is the assistant coach. Naomi Markey is an assistant coach as well. I want to mention some of those people. Jake Fosling is the activities director, and he's been so great for me here. I've been asking Jake for some West Central area swag, maybe a sweatshirt or something. Haven't seen anything, so the administrators over there at the school should be happy that their AD guy really sticks tight to his budget. All right, that's the statistics for MACCRAY. Now for the state champion West Central area Knights. What a ball game tonight. Addison Staples, she only played about 14 minutes, and they shot about 44%, did West Central area. By the way, 28% field goal percentage for MACCRAY, and that's kind of the difference in the ball game. They couldn't get anything to go. Addison Staples, 5'11 senior, ends her career with 13 points, right at her average. 8 rebounds, right at her average. She only had 2 assists, 1 below her average. But a great game by Addison, and again, she did not even play close to half of the game tonight and still contributed to their state championship. Jaden Steiba, what a game for her. 16 points, and man, almost all of them are offensive rebounds. She had 10 rebounds in the game, 4 assists. She was 2 of 4 at the line. Macy Gross, 5'7 senior, mixing it up in the lane with a couple 6-footers. She got 7 rebounds tonight. 15 points, 3 assists for the senior. She also made the all-tournament team. Madison Fagry, 5'9" junior. Madison scored 4 points, right at her average. She had 4 rebounds, or 3 rebounds above her average, and she had 2 assists, which is also above her average. Nora Anderson came off the bench, scored 4 points, added some electricity for them. Not scared, Nora Anderson, at all. She just attacks and attacks. She had 1 rebound and 1 assist. Izzy Pekulski is the story. She came in the quarterfinal, made 4 for 4 free throws down the stretch. Hadn't really played in that game, but Jaden Steiba got hit in the face. And boom, next thing you know, she's in there. She makes 4 free throws. In this game, she made a free throw and a bucket. And she hustled up and down the floor. She got 5 rebounds for the Knights. And that closes out their scoring. 58-41, the Knights win the state championship in Class A. We're going to take one more break and thank our sponsors. See if we can get anybody for an interview here. I think it's going to be hard. They're all celebrating. I asked Jake Fosling, the AD, if he'd come over. Didn't sound like he was too excited about it. So we'll take one more break. We'll name the Quality Toyota Lake Country Graphics Player of the Game right after this break. You're listening to State Championship Basketball on 96.5 KJJK.
As demand for electricity grows, one small habit can help you save energy and money by turning it down, unplugging it, or turning it off. A simple change can make a real difference. Otter Tail Power Company, on for conservation.
Quality Toyota is proud to salute the achievements of each quality player. It takes teamwork to compete, and the Quality Player Award recognizes the extra effort by an individual in each athletic contest. Quality Toyota commends the hard work, dedication, and quality efforts of these outstanding youth. That attitude will help each quality player as they go forward. Congratulations to each of the quality players from Quality Toyota on West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Welcome back to Williams Arena. The first championship game is in the books, and it is the first team state championship for the West Central area Knights. They win over MACCRAY 58-41. Lake Country Graphics is your apparel source for personalized printed or embroidered clothing and accessories. Go to yourapparelsource.com/Lake Country Graphics. That's Lake Country Graphics in Fergus Falls. 218-998-4027. It's time now for the Quality Toyota Player of the Game. It's sponsored by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. Well, I'll tell you what. Haven't done this year, but I'm going to do it, number one, because I don't pay for the T-shirts. And number two, because these girls deserve it. Jaden Steiba, 16 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Macy Gross, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, are going to share the Quality Toyota Lake Country Graphics Players of the Game for West Central area. Little update on M-State. They are playing in Herkimer, New York. I think I'm saying that right. 9:34 to go in the first half. M-State leads Dallas Richland 22-21. They're playing over there in the third place game in the National Junior College Athletics Association Division III National Tournament. They got beat, of course, M-State did, and Coach Cressup and the Spartans. What a great year for them. Got a chance to see him, got a chance to officiate him a couple of times there in Fergus Falls. And a class act, great group. They lost in the semifinal by 2 points on a last-second shot last night. Jason Retzloff is covering that game on 977, so if you want to give that. All right, our Quality Toyota Lake Country Graphics Player of the Game, Jaden Steiba and Macy Gross. Remember, this game and the Quality Toyota Player of the Game is sponsored by Lake Country Graphics. Well, I want to thank you for joining me. It's been an outstanding ride here in the state tournament. I got on the West Central area bandwagon, and they took me all the way to the state championship. They win the state title today, the first for West Central area schools, by a score of 58-41 over MACCRAY. You've been listening to the state championship game of Class A girls basketball on 96.5 KJJK. It's Nick Kuehl saying so long from Williams Arena.
Olson Oil Card Express of Fergus Falls is your one-stop shop. Propane tank refills? Check. Diesel for your trucks? Check. Gas, propane exchange, and bulk delivery? Check, check, and check. Olson Oil Card Express, supporting Otter Sports. Today's game has been brought to you by Olson Oil Card Express, Viking Cafe, Fergus Falls Apothecary, Lake Country Graphics, Lake Region Healthcare, Minnesota Motors, Nelson Auto Center, Ottertail Power, Park Region, Quality Toyota, Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Lake Region Healthcare, Alley Oil, Star Bank, Naughty Pine, Farmers Co-op Oil, Runestone Telecom, Grant County Lumber, City of Elbow Lake Municipal Power, Wendell Pioneer Insurance, and Culligan of Elbow Lake and Fergus Falls. This has been another Leighton Media Sports presentation.